Hello YouTube, Wildcat Piper coming here from the Wildcat Lounge. I thought maybe tonight that I would mix things up here a little bit and smoke a stogie. It's an Asylum 13, and I really like the Asylum cigars. I think they are great, and so this will be our cigar of choice for tonight. And we'll kind of get things lit up. What do you say? While I'm toasting this tonight, we have with us, right on cue, Layla. She's come out here to say hi to everybody. That little growl you heard in the background, that was Henry. He's over there trying to take a little nap, and Layla's not going to allow that, are you, Layla? Huh? Not going to allow it. I'm going to toast this, and while I am, I just wanted to kind of go along with everybody else with our icon that has passed away here last week, John. And it came as a shock when I found out about it. And my brother, I called my brother Bearcat Piper. He was on the plane headed out of the country, and I told him about what had happened, and he was shocked as well. And I hate hearing that, John was just a sweet soul. And I was trying to explain this to my wife, because she said, you're shook up about it, but you've never met the guy, and I think the rest of us in YTPC can kind of feel that way. It's hard to understand. It's like when Danny passed, it bothered me, and same thing here with Matches 860. It's just kind of a unique relationship that we all have with each other, and he was one of those guys who just I don't think he realized how big he really was in the eyes of the YTPC. But what I really have liked is all of the videos that have been done. I've tried to watch as many of them as I can. I'm sure I've missed a bunch. But it was just kind of an outpouring, and I hope the family has gotten to see them, because they will know how important he was to our community. And hopefully that will bring a little bit of peace to them, just to know how impactful he was in our community. But so I have been praying for the family, and I've been praying for peace, especially in this time. When a loved one is lost suddenly, it's tough. My mom, we kind of knew she was in her last days, and it was hard, so I can't imagine what John's family's going through as they realize, this their father and husband, his own brother. I'm not sure what his personal family was like, but if he had brothers or sisters. But I know his daughter has made a video, and obviously, it's difficult for her. And so to see the outpouring from this community, I think, is really quite awesome. I know when I started YouTube, I'll back up. I know when I started pipe smoking for the second time, I did it once and did not like it and stopped. And then my brother kind of got me turned on to trying it again. And he said, you just got to watch videos. And he Matches 860 was one of the videos for it he told me to watch. And I went and watched him. And I couldn't believe how simple he made things, you know. And really, really enjoyed it. This is a nice cigar. I can tell that. You know, this is one of the bad parts. I like lighting my cigars with a soft flame. That's just so I don't torch it so bad. But a lot of times you don't get the real good lighting on it. I'm going to. Sorry about that interruption. When my wife comes home, those dogs go berserk. And I knew that was about to happen, so that's why I tried to get to the off button before she got home. And so she's home. And in there with the pooches now. So, drinking coffee tonight. It's Black Rifle coffee, and it's the JB for Just Black. One of their stronger blends, but it's a good one for the evening. I don't usually smoke. I don't usually drink coffee in the evening, but if I do videos or something like that, I like to pour me a cup and to bring it out here. But the weather around here is like crazy nice. I think the average for the area I live in right now is like in the high of 40s, the low of maybe the low 30s, high 20s. But right now the highs are close to 70, and the lows are in the low 50s. What they say though is that's about to change. It's supposed to get some rain, and it's supposed to get cooler. But I'm good with that. As long as it doesn't snow and ice, I'm good with it. Now let me just explain something to you new cigar smokers. What you see here is a term they call canoeing. What that simply means is it could be a couple of things, and I think both of those things are happening to this cigar. One, I didn't get a complete light. You can still see the dark spot on the top, so it's not a white ash. So I didn't get a complete light, and I think it might be a little bit too moist in my humidor, and so I've got to watch that. Now, a way that you can fix that is you can tap it, the excess in your tray, your ashtray. And so see, now I got this going. This is what it looks like now. And then this is how I do it. This may be totally wrong by everybody. And now light the top of that, and hopefully it will begin to catch up with the rest. You don't want to you don't want it to be canoeing like that. You know, you want a good even burn. It just makes for a better experience. This way, you're constantly trying to maintain the cigar, and I don't like to maintain cigars. But if you want to try and fix it, that's one of the ways that you can do. You can already see it starting to burn there on the end. And hopefully it will do some catching up. And another way to do it is to take your cigar cutter. I'm not going to do this because I want you to see the other way that I got it. Take your cigar cutter, slide it through there, and chop it off right down there. That way you can kind of start over, try to get an even more even burn. But I'm not the most savvy cigar smoker. But you know, it is what it is, right? I like coming back to the cigar every once in a while. Um, just a good way to kind of, you're not maintaining it like you do a pipe. Usually I don't even have to do a lot of the stuff I'm doing tonight because once I light it, get a good light on it, it's good. The soft flame is a good thing, but probably should have done it. If I'm going to do soft flame, probably should have done a match. But this is one of the reasons why people do torches. I can do them either way. I've used it both ways. I've got torch lighters out here everywhere. But this was like the first lighter I went to, and so that's what I'm using. Now you can just kind of sit back, take in the week so far, and relax. I love Black Rifle coffee. Well, I'm going to finish this up. I may come back and do a part 2 just because I don't feel like I've caught up with you guys enough. So I'll sign off now and get another video up here shortly. You guys have a great night. Blow some smoke rings in the air. But above all, my friends, you be blessed.